Hello and welcome to VLearn Virtual Learning Network. This is session number 9, Structure Words Part 2 of Language to Literature. Topics to be covered in this session are auxiliaries and main verbs, primary auxiliaries, be, have, do, modal auxiliaries and their meanings, types of complex verb phrase, and auxiliaries as operators. So you have already studied or introduced with structure words. Structure words की बात करें तो ये वो small words होते हैं जिनके छोटे छोटे which have little lexical meaning but which are essential to the meanings of the sentences, because, or you can say, since they modify the meaning of content words and establish relationship with them. So some of the characteristics of structure words could be that they occur very frequently in all styles and varieties of language. एक बहुत important factor ये रहता है इनका कि बहुत frequently occur करते हैं ये सभी styles और varieties of language में. Form small and close classes of words. They also function as structural markers and they provide the grammatical framework of a sentence, contributes structural meaning. So here we are going to discuss the class of words which can be called determiners of verb or verb makers. इनके लिए हम auxiliaries word का use करते हैं. It is fortunate that this commonly understood term is available to us, since now we can use the word determiner for noun determiners and the word auxiliary for verb determiners. Auxiliaries are markers of verbs in the same sense in which determiners are markers of nouns. Whenever an auxiliary occurs, a main verb is sure to follow. Sometimes a main verb may not actually be said, but it is always understood from the context. The word will in the sentence, he will leave tomorrow, is an auxiliary. It is followed by the main verb leave here. As you can see, he will leave tomorrow. Will यहाँ auxiliary and it is followed by main verb that is leave. और अगर मैं इसे इस तरीके से पूछूं, will you come tomorrow? He answers, I will. So you will be a little bit confused कि यहाँ पर तो कोई भी main verb नहीं है, but we know there is a main verb and it is come. Obviously we have not told or we have not said, but it is actually understood. We know this from the question. We can therefore say that an auxiliary is always accompanied by a verb, just as a determiner is always accompanied by a noun. Or just as we can identify a word as a noun, if a determiner accompanies it, we can identify a word as a verb if an auxiliary accompanies it. In this sense, determiners are noun markers and auxiliaries are verb markers. So let us discuss few auxiliaries here. Ought to, that means जो हमें ज़रूरी करना चाहिए, or that is an obligation. It is used to express necessity and obligation, but the degree of necessity and obligation is much less than expressed by must. तो must और ought to दोनों ही इस चीज़ के लिए यूज़ होते हैं, पर must की डिग्री जो है वो थोड़ी सी कम रहती ज़्यादा रहती है और इसकी ought to की it is much less than expressed by must and almost the same as expressed by should. In the passage from Robert Lind, the writer is first told that he ought to have some new clothes. This is merely a suggestion, you can say, with emphasis on desirability. When the writer ignores it, he is told you must have new clothes, which, as Lind says, has a tone of command. The speaker uses must when he is prepared to exert enough force to bring about the desired effect. He uses ought to when he was or he has no such intention. So you must have understand that must and ought are also used to express a conclusion or inference from experience or evidence, etc. Like, she ought to be there now, you must be Mr. Yadgiri. Or here we have understood will. Will would की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो will, would, shall, should, ये हम स्टेटमेंट अबाउट द फ्यूचर के लिए जब हम बात करते हैं. बट स्टेटमेंट्स अबाउट द फ्यूचर कैन नॉट बी ट्रू इन द सेम सेंस एज स्टेटमेंट्स अबाउट द पास्ट एंड द प्रेजेंट. वी कैन से दैट इट इज ट्रू दैट ही लाइड, और it is true that he is lying, but we can't say it's true that he will lie, because जो अभी तक हुआ नहीं है उसके लिए हम पूरी तरीके से श्योर नहीं हो सकते हैं. Since the event is in the future, we cannot be absolutely sure if it will happen or not. Hence, we prefer to say it is likely, or it is possible, or it is certain that he will lie. Hence, our statements about the future are colored by our attitudes to a greater degree than our statements about the past or present. Will and shall, which are often used when speaking of the future, carry many modal senses. Example: prediction, willingness, intention, insistence, order. So I will come with you as far as the butchers. यहाँ पे आप willingness शो कर रहे हैं. I will cash a check in town. Intention शो कर रहे हैं. You will find him quite easily. That is prediction. Will and shall को हम determination express करने के लिए भी यूज करते हैं कई बार. Like, you shall have whatever you want. और कई बार रिक्वेस्ट करने के लिए भी हम यूज करते हैं. विल यू गो एंड गेट मेजर्ड दिस आफ्टरनून. विल आई कॉल यू फॉर इन टाउन एंड टेक यू. और वुड जो है वो हम कई बार पोलाइट रिक्वेस्ट के लिए यूज करते हैं. लाइक, ही सेड दैट वन डे आई वुड रिग्रेट माई एक्शन. प्रेडिक्शन है यहां पर. ही वुडंट टेल मी द सीक्रेट. विलिंगनेस. He said he would come again after lunch. Intention. So in this way different auxiliaries are used. Auxiliary और main verb की बात करें तो we have quoted the whole verb phrases in which the auxiliary occur. The auxiliaries are in bold type. The accompanying words which are not in bold type and are not in brackets are the main verbs. I have already given you the list. The words which are in bold type are and not in brackets are the main verbs. Others are auxiliary verbs. Some auxiliaries occur with main verbs because certain construction are not possible with them. For example, the negative and interrogative forms of sentences with simple verb phrases always require the use of auxiliary. यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं. Some auxiliaries occur with main verbs because certain constructions are not possible without them. जैसे कि negative और interrogative form होता है sentence का. With simple verb phrases always require the use of auxiliary. Do. Negative form में अगर आप देखें तो she dances well का negative form में आप क्या कर पाएंगे? She doesn't dance well. और interrogative form में does she dance well. Most auxiliaries occur with main verbs when we wish to express certain kinds of meanings. Different auxiliaries express different kinds of meanings, as we shall see in the next section. When we do not wish to express these meanings, we use a simple form of the verb. For example, I have some new clothes means what it says, that I actually am the owner of some new clothes. That is, I ought to have some new clothes. On the other hand means that I do not actually have new clothes, but it is desirable that I should have some. तो यहाँ पर आप देखिए मीनिंग कैसे चेंज हो जाता है डिफरेंट ऑक्सिलरीज के साथ. इफ यू से आई हैव सम न्यू क्लोथ्स, दैट इज यू आर द ओनर ऑफ सम न्यू क्लोथ्स. पर वहीं अगर आप कहते हैं ought to have some new clothes, तो वहां आप ये कहना चाह रहे हैं कि आपके पास नहीं है न्यू क्लोथ्स और डिजायरेबल है कि आप खरीदें. प्राइमरी ऑक्सिलरीज की बात करते हैं. प्राइमरी ऑक्सिलरीज में बी, हैव, do आता है. These verbs are our group 1 verbs. Be, have, do. Have को अगर हम as main verb लें तो यहाँ आप देख सकते हैं you ought to have some clothes. तो यहाँ पर आपका मेन वर्ब में यूज हो रहा है have. वहीं अगर हम have को एज एन ऑक्सिलरी लें तो he must have seen you passing. be as मेन वर्ब अगर हम यूज करते हैं तो I am shabby, और ऑक्सिलरी में यूज करते हैं तो I am beaten. देखा आपने. do as मेन वर्ब में अगर हम देखें तो do as you told, और ऑक्सिलरी में यूज करें तो do ask evaluator the name of his student. so be, have, do प्राइमरी वर्ब्स है. ये ऑक्सिलरीज में भी यूज होती हैं, प्राइमरी ऑक्सिलरीज में, और साथ में मेन वर्ब्स में भी यूज होती हैं. मोडाल ऑक्सिलरीज और उनकी मीनिंग की बात करें तो ऑक्सिलरीज ऑफ ग्रुप 2 ऑन द अदर हैंड डू नॉट शो डिस्टिंक्शंस ऑफ टेंस, नंबर, पर्सन एक्सेट्रा. देयर फॉर्म्स ऑलवेज रिमेन द सेम. पर हर ऑक्सिलरी इन ग्रुप 2 helps to add some shade or the other of the meaning to the sentence. These pairs could be can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should, are sometimes said to be present past pairs, but this is not correct. All it really means is that when the verb is in the principal clause is in the past tense, could, might, would, should are used as past tense forms of can, may, would and shall in the subordinate clause according to the principle of sequence of tenses. But could, might, would, should are used in many other places without referring to the past at all. They carry certain meanings which make them different from the other auxiliaries. So let us give you some of the meaning of the modal auxiliaries. यहाँ पे मैंने आपको पहले भी कुछ मोडाल ऑक्सिलरीज के बारे में बताया. जहां पे कैन, कुड अगर हम देखें तो कैन इज यूज व्हेन यू विश टू से दैट समवन इज फ्री एंड एबल टू डू समथिंग, लाइक ही कैन लिफ्ट 200 kilograms. कैन इज यूज टू एक्सप्रेस दिस एबिलिटी इन द प्रेजेंट. कैन हमारी कोई एबिलिटी है या आप फ्री हैं, यू आर एबल टू डू समथिंग, उसे एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए यूज करते हैं. कैन इज यूज टू एक्सप्रेस हिज एबिलिटी इन द प्रेजेंट. कुड इज यूज व्हेन वी विश टू एक्सप्रेस दिस एबिलिटी इन द पास्ट. जैसे कि व्हेन आई वाज यंग आई कुड रन अ माइल इन 6 minutes. बट कुड हमारी कोई जनरल एबिलिटी को भी बताता है पास्ट में. पर्टिकुलर एबिलिटी को एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए we use be able to also, like I was able to score a century in the last match. In this sentence could cannot be used. Ability in the future is also expressed with be able to. Secondly, can is also used to express permission in the present and could to express permission in the past, like you can go now. So present में permission दे रहे हैं. When I was a child, I could sleep late on Sundays morning. कुछ और भी मॉडल ऑक्सिलरीज हैं जिसमें will, would और shall, should के बारे में मैंने आपसे ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर लिया. may, might की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो पॉसिबिलिटी, परमिशन को बताता है may, might, but they are different from can, could. Can expresses theoretical possibility. That is, its use only tells us that something can happen. It does not say whether it will actually happen. May expresses a possibility that it may actually happen. Like, I can leave tomorrow if I want to, or I may leave tomorrow. The second sentence implies that I may actually not be here tomorrow. The first one doesn't. May को हम permission grant करने के लिए भी formal style में use करते हैं. May I leave tomorrow, or you may leave tomorrow. Might expresses a lesser degree of probability than may. We might win shows a lesser degree of confidence in our winning than we may win. Might is used for seeking permission but not for granting it. You can ask might I come in, showing a greater degree of hesitation and doubt than you would if you said may I come in. But the other person, you can say, he cannot say yes you might, he might say yes you may. यहाँ बात करते हैं हम टाइप्स ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्स वर्ब फ्रेजेस की. देयर आर 4 बेसिक टाइप्स ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्स वर्ब फ्रेजेस. कॉम्प्लेक्स वर्ब फ्रेज की बात करें तो मोर देन वन ऑक्सिलरी में बी कंबाइंड विद अ मेन वर्ब टू प्रोड्यूस अ कॉम्प्लेक्स वर्ब फ्रेज. पर कॉम्बिनेशन जो होगा ऑफ ऑक्सिलरीज विद मेन वर्ब्स फॉलो सर्टेन रूल्स. You must know these rules so that you do not produce combination which are ungrammatical. Type A की बात करते हैं. Modal plus 2 infinitive form. The meaning depends on the modal auxiliary used. I will ring up or he may come tomorrow. So इस तरीके से modal और साथ में infinitive form. Type B में have plus past participle is used either in the present tense, have or has, or in the past tense, had. In the present tense, it refers to an action or state occurring in a period of time, which we imagine as continuing until the time of speaking. Present perfect in the past tense. It refers to an action or state which we imagine as continuing until the time some other action or event took place, like I have eaten or he has resigned. टाइप सी में अगर बात करें तो यहाँ पे बी फॉर्म रहेगी, साथ में प्रेजेंट पार्टिसिपल रहेगा और इट रेफर्स टू एक्शन इन प्रोग्रेस. दैट मीन्स ये शुरू हो चुका है बट नॉट कंप्लीटेड, जैसे कि अरुण इज वॉचिंग टीवी. टाइप डी की बात करें तो यहाँ पे बी प्लस पास्ट पार्टिसिपल produces the passive voice, may be used in the present of the or the past tense. Passive voice is used when we wish to give greater prominence to the action than to performer of the action. More complex verb phrase types are produced by combining these 4 basic types. For example, combining type A will go में अगर एग्जाम्पल देखिए और टाइप बी हैव प्लस गॉन टू प्रोड्यूस टाइप ए बी, तो ये बचेगा विल हैव गॉन. टाइप ए बी कैन बी कंबाइंड विद टाइप सी, यानी कि बी प्लस गोइंग टू प्रोड्यूस टाइप ए बी सी. वहां बच जाएगा विल हैव बीन गोइंग. विल हैव बीन गोइंग, विल हैव इज टाइप ए, हैव बीन इज टाइप बी एंड बी प्लस ई एन गोइंग इज टाइप सी. वी कैन सिमिलरली प्रोड्यूस टाइप बी सी, बी डी has been told, CD, or and so on. In producing these complex phrases, you must remember to put type A before type B, type B before type C before type D. We cannot have a type CB like is having gone, or type DC that means is been watching. Or similarly other types which violate A, B, C, D order. Also remember that no type can occur twice, that means BB, like has had been. It is not possible. Auxiliaries as operators की अगर हम बात करें तो first auxiliary of a complex verb phrase enjoys a special status. This is seen in the following. In question of yes no type, it is moved in front of the subject of the sentence. Example, you will go. यहाँ पर आप yes no टाइप्स में इसे स्टार्टिंग में ले आएंगे लाइक विल यू गो, और आई शैल कॉल फॉर यू, यहाँ पर आप क्या करेंगे शैल आई कॉल फॉर यू. नेगेटिव सेंटेंसेस में भी नेगेटिव एलिमेंट नॉट इज अटैच्ड टू द फर्स्ट ऑक्सिलरी इन द एब्रीविएटेड फॉर्म, लाइक यू शुडंट हैव बीन वर्किंग सो हार्ड. Adverbs are always placed before the first auxiliary, जैसे कि he must often have seen you passing. First auxiliary can stand for the whole predicate in certain cases. Example, must you leave today? Yes, I must leave today. You ought to be more careful, and so ought your driver to be more careful. So characteristics of auxiliaries is so important that we can use it to distinguish auxiliaries from the main verbs. Now some do it yourself questions for you. Combine the various types of complex verb phrases. Insert appropriate modal auxiliaries in the blanks. The required meanings are given in brackets. I dash write as soon as I can. We dash go to Benetton next summer. As a child, I dash the whole of Gita. That's all for this session. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Happy learning. We learning.